just settle into, and I'm just going to unpin myself. Hang on one sec. All right, there we go. So let's just settle into our meditation posture. And if you are sitting at a desk and your feet are down, make sure they're slightly raised and parallel. And also when I say parallel, I mean your knees as well, because sometimes I think when we're sitting with our feet, you know, they're about a hip distance apart. Sometimes the knees can splay outwards. So it's good if everything can be kind of parallel. And other than that, if you're sitting in the regular cross-legged position, just be comfortable. This is the main thing here, comfort. And Karen, I'm wondering if you could mute yourself, please. Anna, can you mute everybody, please? Thank you. And then it's really important to have something fairly firm underneath your sits bones and slightly raised. Hands in the meditation mudra. Right hand nestled in the left with the thumbs touching. And let's just imagine our spine is a string of pearls of light stretching from the base all the way up through the crown of the head. Just imagine somebody is lengthening your spine. Just put some space in between those vertebrae. And your head is reaching towards the ceiling. Now the head is slightly tipped forward. The eyes are down, looking along the length of the nose. Tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth, and relax the jaw. Let's just bring our awareness to the crown of the head. Relax the scalp and the forehead and the eyes, the nose, cheeks, the area around the mouth. And bring your attention to the back of the head and relax the occipital bone there, the base of the skull. Let's just imagine you have a nice warm light, maybe a little torch shining into your ear. And as you shine that torch in your ear, it just relaxes the inner ear. And just imagine as you do that, the back of the deepest part of your jaw relaxes. Back of the tongue. Just notice when you do that, what else is letting go, what else is releasing. Is your shoulders, your neck. Relax the temples. And now bring your attention to the back of the neck and release any tension there. In your shoulders. Shoulder blades. In between the shoulder blades. Relax the throat, the chest, the belly, the limbs, hands, fingers, and feet and toes. And let's just bring our mind to the breath. We notice the sensation of the air as we're inhaling and exhaling. And it's slightly warmer when we're exhaling. And you'll feel the sensation of the air somewhere on the outside of the nostrils as you're breathing in. Just notice. And let's just bring to mind all the people of our life. The ones we love. And the ones we don't love quite so much. Maybe they harmed us as well. And then there's our strangers. people that we're kind of indifferent to. And I find this fascinating that these groups of people, although we have these really kind of fixed ideas about them, particularly the ones we love and the ones we don't, they can, in fact, change places at any time. It's good to keep that in mind. And then we think of all these people as deserving of our equal concern, because they're all the same as us in that they want to be happy. They're looking for happiness, never quite able to find it. Wanting to avoid suffering, constantly running into problems, things that stress, and having this unbelievable capacity for this enlightened mind, same as you. Just think today we'll do this meditation on Tara and our 9-round breathing for the benefit of all these people of our life, all the sentient beings, and particularly for all the people in northern New Mexico, people in Ukraine and Poland and Russia, and people still suffering from COVID. So we'll just move into our 9-round breathing, just to remind everyone, as you're breathing in, you can breathe in first of all through your right nostril. If you like, you can block the left, and breathe in blissful, radiant white light. Pausing at the top of the breath. And then move over and breathe out through the left, all your attachment energy. So there's kind of a sticky energy of neediness and grasping and wanting things and not feeling enough, anxieties. You breathe this out as thick black yucky smoke, and it disappears into space. And do that 3 times. Breathe in through the left nostril, blissful radiant light, and it's a nice slow steady breath, and pause at the top of the breath, and then breathe out through the right, your anger and depression and wishing to harm and jealousies. Rinpoche calls it jealousness and bitterness and grudges, disappointments. And breathe that out as thick black yucky smoke, and that disappears into space. You do that 3 times, and then breathe in through both nostrils, blissful radiant white light, pausing at the top of the breath. And then breathe out all your ignorance energy, not knowing the way things truly exist. And this is also about karma, not understanding karma, cause and effect. So do that 3 times. So we'll do 3 sets of 3 in your own time. And when you're finished, just bring the mind back to the breath and just feel. And the usual distractions that we experience in the mind, whether they be from sound in our environment or thoughts and feelings and emotions, you may notice they're a little more settled. So now just imagine in the space before you, Tara. And she's the manifestation of all that is positive. Action energy. Getting up, ready to help. Magically fixing things. Her body is emerald green in color. It's light, translucent, and radiant. And you can imagine her any size you like. They say when you're first beginning meditation, these kinds of visualizations in front of you, you can make it quite large. It's easier to fill in all the bits and pieces, the details. And she probably would be about 6 to 8 feet ahead of you at the level of your forehead. Her left leg is drawn up, signifying complete control. Her right leg is extended, indicating that she's ready to just get up and help. Her left hand is at her heart in the refuge gesture, and that is the palm facing outward. Thumb and the ring finger are touching, and the 3 remaining fingers are raised. Her right hand is on her right knee in the gesture of granting sublime realizations, and this is the palm facing outwards, with the fingers loosely pointing down. And in each hand, she holds the stem of a blue Utpala flower, which is a symbol of the unblocking of the central channel. You can imagine she's incredibly beautiful and youthful. Smiles lovingly at you. She has no judgmental thoughts towards you. And you can imagine this is also the mind of your teacher, your Lama, manifesting in this female form for your benefit. She's wearing the 5-pointed crown on her head. And she's wearing jewelry around her neck. She has a beautiful belt of jewels on her arms, her wrists, and on her feet. She's wearing beautiful celestial robes and silken scarves. They're all kind of just floating in the wind. Remember, this is all light. She has a beautiful aura of light around her head and around her body. So really try and get a sense of this holy being in front of you. And really try and open your heart to Tara's incredible loving kindness and really positive, enlightened action energy. It's like this very beautiful, bright light. Now think of any difficulty you might be having right now, any needs, and some of your aims. What do you wish for? And make a prayer to Tara from your heart, asking for help. But just imagine she responds immediately, sending streams of light into you. And white light, first of all, flows from her forehead into yours, eliminating all the obstacles and negativities of the body as we recite her mantra. Om Tare Tutare Ture Soha. 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 Next, imagine red light flows from Tara's heart, throat, excuse me, into your throat, eliminating all the obstacles and negativities of your speech. And just imagine that this light fills you completely, this red light, as we recite the mantra. Om Tare Tutare Ture Soha. 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 And next, imagine blue light flows from Tara's heart into your heart, eliminating all obstacles and negativities of the mind. As we recite the mantra. Om Tare Tutare Ture Soha. 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 Imagine now you are completely free of your problems, and you have received the inspiration and the energy to accomplish all your objectives, particularly the objectives on your spiritual path. And imagine now Tara comes to the crown, the space above the crown of your head. She's facing the same way as you and is about 1 or 2 inches above the crown of your head. Just this light. And she dissolves into green light and descends, sort of absorbs into you through the crown until she comes to your heart chakra. And your mind, the mind of your teacher, and the mind of Tara all merge. And Lami used to call this union oneness. And you experience tranquility, bliss, brilliance, compassion, and kindness. So we're just going to stay here for a few minutes maybe 3 or 4 minutes. So when thoughts arise, feelings arise, just simply observe them. Just notice them without engaging. And then return your mind to the experience of clarity and bliss. And now just try and expand your mind and open your heart. Okay, everyone, just relax. And let's just dedicate all the positive energy that we've created this morning together to all living beings, all the people of our life, all the people up north there in northern New Mexico in the fires, all the people who are fighting the fires, all the people who've had to relocate themselves because of the fires. So just think of everyone, send them lots of positive energy. And then for all the people in Ukraine and Poland and Russia, and then all people who are still suffering from COVID. It's around. Okay. And so that they may attain joy and peace and enlightenment. Okay, everyone. Lots of love. Thank you very much, Hannah, for hosting. I'm sorry you're not feeling very well. Please get better soon. And lots of love, everybody. Thank you for all those ones who arrived a little bit later. Very, very nice to see you. Thank you for coming. Okay. Bye-bye, everyone.